Vampires are nightly creatures.
Yes, supposed to be.
Even in this game, it only happens at night when he's a vampire.
Yeah.
They're nightly predators. And yet, when he's in the vampire stage of the game, he goes into the Mihai thing crypt.
Yes.
And then he lights a torch.
Yes. She even mentions it in the commentary. You can light a torch.
Lighting up a torch might be a good idea.
Why?
Yeah, but he's a vampire. He should be able to see in the dark clearly.
Hey, boys and girls. Welcome back to Midgame Life Crisis. I am Inconsistency, and with me is an actual werewolf. Hello!
Hey guys, Blood of the Dawnwalker looks like a good vampire RPG. Looks fantastic.
Yeah, it does. It does.
These guys, these XCD Project Red guys, they seem to be having a knack to giving you a good mix of vampire themes and things that put you in the mood of the vampire, and also giving you some interesting game mechanics around it, so you're actually not bored or annoyed playing the vampire.
Yeah, it seems like the game has a heavy emphasis on time management and how to use it as a resource, but we'll get into it in a moment. It does seem like a very good mix of mechanics and vampire themes, like you said, and it makes it unique and engaging, but there are some issues, so let's get into it and talk about it. The first thing is the time management, which is basically seems like to be an asset, a resource that you can be tactical with in the game.
This is huge. This
Yes, it's one of the most unique aspects of mechanics of the game for sure.
It's also pivotal in the entire game mechanic and entire theme of the game.
Yes, it's connected directly to the main quest line, basically.
The main quest line and the way you play the game. This is directly connected to the day-night cycle and the vampire-human aspect of the game cycle. Both of them are time-limited and time-tied. So you get to experience both worlds, you have no choice, and you can't just decide that you skip the days just to be vampire at nights, because time is important, is of the essence. Yes. So you have to see the world and the lore and everything they built around it. You have to experience it both in the human eyes and the vampire eyes.
Yes.
But they sprinkle so much dark fantasy and supernatural folklore that just makes it compelling.
And still makes it kind of grounded in reality, because some of it is based on some history, some elements of mythology from Eastern Europe, right?
Yeah, the environments are completely 14th century European, medieval, Gothic.
Cathedral and Gothic, yes.
And the streets, and it's Eastern Europe. It looks like Eastern Europe. If you've been there, some places haven't changed much, and it looks...
Which makes sense. This is from the guys who made The Witcher, right? Ex-CD Projekt Red, like we said in the beginning. Yep. And they have experience with this sort of first game. It's an open world RPG. And second, the heavy lore and not period accurate, but semi-realistic, something that looks historic, right? Like the places you visit, the villages you visit in The Witcher 3, they look very realistic, for the world you live in, right?
Yeah.
So I love it.
And I liked it that unlike many games that give you lots of lore, but it's walls of text that you need to go through if you want to actually get that lore, experience it. Well, at least from what we've seen in this game, I know this is connected to some quests and we don't know if it's on everything, but every piece of text that he found and was important was voiced.
And thus Saint Mihai was laid to rest in the catacombs beneath the cathedral's side courtyard, by the cloisters, marked by his own personal sigil.
He was speaking it out loud.
This video specifically that we're talking about is basically steeped in lore and dialogue heavy, they're showing more the lore here, less the combat and the mechanics, but even then you're exposed to the day and night mechanics and you see how important they are, with some quests basically depleting your time, if you will. Time is a resource, like we said.
Take notice of the hourglass icon next to our objective. It indicates that opening the crypt will move the time forward.
Moving quests or the story forward costs time.
Yeah, which is a very cool mechanic, but it makes you rethink or think twice before engaging in a quest and thinking what this means. Will it pass? Will the nighttime pass faster? And it means I can't do the other thing I wanted to do, or do I wanna do it right now?
Yeah, or maybe if I progress this quest now, it's gonna force me to be a vampire, and I wanna do it as a human.
Yes, exactly, because like we probably mentioned, the day-night mechanics are completely different. You're a man, you're a normal dude walking around in the daytime, and you're a vampire at night, and the gameplay is completely different. There's a lot more mobility when you're a vampire at night. You can basically dishonored hop on roofs. Yeah, dishonored teleport on roofs. And you can move and parkour your way around, and you can sneak your way around. As a human, you can't do that, but you have like some spells that you can do as a vampire.
Yeah, you can speak with the dead. That was very cool.
We can learn more about what has happened here by using the Compel Soul hex. You can learn this hex during the game. It is a feature enabling the player to talk with certain corpses, those that have moths flying above them. Magic is only available to Cohen in his human form.
Yeah, exactly. Speaking with the dead was very cool. I love that.
Although there wasn't any choices there, it's just like more of a piece of information.
We'll get to that in some issues we had with the presentation, with the game.
Yeah.
It's not perfect, but it is pre-beta. We need to remember that.
And
a lot of these things can be fixed. Yes.
Yeah. The shadow play in this game.
The light and shadow play, yes.
Yeah.
It looks good.
It looks good and it's done right. The light and shadow play are promoting the vampire vibe. There's lots of dark alleys and very dark corners and very small stray light to beams. The torches, yeah.
The light, the shadows from the light from the cathedral. The lights are coming through the
painted windows,
the colored windows. Looks beautiful. Looks absolutely beautiful. It's Unreal Engine 5, which, as we know, it's a gamble. Sometimes it's amazing, sometimes it's absolute horrible.
Them being a AA company, I'm hoping they're gonna optimize it properly.
Yeah, I hope it's more leaning to Arc Raiders optimization and less to Borderlands 4 optimization. Let's just say that. But these guys, this is their first game, Rebel Wolves. Their first ever game, so we don't know. It could be a mess, performance-wise, but I will say from the gameplay presentation, I didn't notice any slowdowns, stutters, or any of that. It seems pretty smooth.
Yeah.
So we'll see. One last thing I want to mention in the pluses of this game that really impressed me is, and let us know below, by the way, if you know any other examples of games that has this mechanic, because I can't remember other maybe than Soul-like games, which I don't play. So maybe this is a mechanic you can see in Soul-like games. Let us know below. The enemies in this game, all of them, not just the bosses, have stamina bars.
Which deplete when they do stuff.
Yeah, which means they can't just spam you, right? They can't just spam the same move, or like they basically have a stamina bar, which I'm sure you'll have abilities that can deplete it. I noticed that every time he parries, it seems to deplete a lot of the stamina. So it's interesting because it adds a tactical aspect to the game, which from the top of my head, I just can't remember a game that is in this sort of game, right? An open world RPG with combat that has a stamina on the bosses or on the enemy. Like on the player, sure, but on the enemy? Let us know down below, guys, if you remember examples of that. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But it's not a perfect game, guys.
No.
We have some issues with it.
One thing that was really strange for me, and correct me if I'm wrong, but vampires are nightly creatures.
Yes, supposed to be.
Even in this game, it only happens at night when he's a vampire.
Yeah.
They're nightly predators. And yet, when he's in the vampire stage of the game, he goes into the Mihai thing crypt.
Yes.
And then he lights a torch.
Yes. She even mentions it in the commentary. You can light a torch.
Lighting up a torch might be a good idea.
Yeah, but he's a vampire. He should be able to see in the dark clearly. Couldn't they just put like a filter of night vision or whatever?
I think is like I'm sure they consider this, but I'm going to defend this one because I feel like the reason they didn't give him like night vision is because it would look annoying. It'd be annoying to be stuck playing a lot at night when you have this weird like red vision instead of how the game's supposed to look, right? It's like being stuck in X-ray mode, like in any other game where you're looking for loot and you can like do the pulse that shows you the loot, right?
Yeah.
And or it gives you like that weird vision that shows you the highlighted places you can loot. It's like being stuck in that, I feel like. Unless they can find a way of doing it in a creative way that isn't annoying visually, I can understand why they didn't give you night vision. I wonder if they excuse it though in the lore in some way, because they haven't in this.
Look, they can just tone down the whole dark lit areas, because you're supposed to see everything more clearly.
Yeah.
And at first, maybe for a scene or two, they show you this in some colored hue or whatever to promote that it's a night vision aspect. But then they just tell you, okay, now we're gonna phase it out to look like everything else so you can enjoy the game, but you get the idea.
Yes. Maybe. From all the issues we had in the video, this is the one that I can understand why they didn't do it. But yeah, I think they can find a way around it. Or at least give an excuse in-game for why he doesn't have night vision.
Sure.
Right? Maybe he has some medical issue. I don't know.
He's a half-breed or Dawnwalker. Maybe it's something that has to do with that. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe that's the reason. Maybe because he is a half-breed. Exactly. Maybe we just answered our own question right now.
Hey, I'm saying it bothered me. I didn't say it's a deal breaker.
Yeah. I agree.
But explain to me something.
Yes.
Why do all the dialogue choices only have two choices?
Yeah.
And most of the times the second choice is to exit.
It's really weird because this video specifically seems to be focused a lot on the story, the dialogue, the voice acting, which is good, by the way. The dialogue, the voice acting, and the dialogue is good, the voice acting is good. Nothing amazing, but it's all good, right? It's quality.
The voice acting, yeah, and the texts were fine, but
why is it so limited?
Where's the agency?
Yeah,
where's the agency?
There seems to be only two options almost always. It's kind of weird because this is, again, from guys who came from The Witcher. There's more than two options than in The Witcher, I'm pretty sure.
I'm telling you, in most of or in some of them, the second option was to exit the conversation, like to say goodbye.
Yes.
So it's basically one option. It's just, this is your choice.
Yeah. Well, we need to remember that this is, again, this will be something that we'll keep saying as an excuse for now, but it's pre-beta, so it is very early development. So maybe they just haven't added them yet. I don't know. But then why show that part off, right? It is a weird choice to go with only two choices when you show off a video that supposedly shows off the dialogue and the lore and, the quests and all that stuff.
Also, I'd like to know that some of the RPG elements tie into the conversations. Like your charisma or some perks from your personality, from leveling up that you can do to affect the way your agency in the world when you talk to people.
Yeah, I think most of these issues will honestly be solved during development, but we don't know. We have to mention them. The facial animations aren't anything to write home about, for sure. They were decent. It's standard, Even the dialogue and in some of the quests seem pretty standard, like basic in a way. Nothing amazing, but some seems good, some seems basic. But again,
it's very early stage.
Yes.
There's lots of room to improve on this.
Yeah, there's even some weird audio delays we noticed here and there, but again, this is nitpicking.
Delays or glitches, but we don't know.
Overall, the game looks very good.
Oh, it looks fantastic. Look,
I'm sold. I want to play it, right? That's what I want to... It already achieved its goal of getting me to want to play it, and it's only in the pre-beta stage, right? So that's good.
Yeah, playing a vampire with Witcher vibes, sure.
Yeah, I like that. I'm hoping they won't mess it up, but we'll see. I'm definitely giving them the benefit of the doubt. And it seems like it's a great blend of medieval real-world environments combined with, the realization of Eastern European supernatural folklore and all that stuff.
Yeah, it mixes those together and it brings you just a bit of fresh tweaks to the formula with some interesting new things. The time management seems interesting. I like it. It seems like
that a lot.
It will make you think hard on how to progress the story instead of just doing whatever quests you want whenever you want. It takes a bit of your decision making, but it makes it, it makes it matter. It feels like it gives it more weight.
Yes.
So things like that and the stamina bars, which we didn't expect to see there, the stuff you see in AA companies, in indie companies. You'd never see this from a AAA.
Yeah, it's interesting to see. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. We're rooting for them. We're definitely rooting for them, and it looks like it's going to be an actual good vampire RPG, which we haven't seen in a very, very long time.
Yep.
Alright, guys.
Yep, you said it, bro. We have been Midgame Life Crisis. Press those buttons down there if you feel like it, and we'll see you around. I have been Werewolf.
You are a werewolf, and I am Inconsistency.
See ya.
See ya.